Hi everyone, so today we're going to be making a sine wave oscillator. This is the first in the series of making a synthesizer in pure data. So a sine wave is a tone, a pure tone with no harmonics. The shape moves between 1 and 0s smoothly in a curve. So we're going to start off by getting some MIDI note values that we can control. So we're going to the pit menu and there's a vertical and horizontal slider here. We're going to click on the horizontal slider. We're now going to create an object, Command 1 on Mac, Control 1 on Windows. We're going to call this MTOF. Now what this object does is it takes the MIDI values from this slider and converts them into frequency in Hertz. So we can connect these two together. Now we need the oscillator that actually makes the cosine waveform. So we're going to create another object, Command 1, Control 1 on Windows, and call this OSC tilde. Now this is the object that will change depending on what type of waveform you're using. Here we're making a sine waveform, so it's called OSC. So we'll connect these two together. Now if we try this now, it won't make any sound because we need to run the audio through the sound card. So we're going to create a final object and call this DAC tilde. And you can see here there's two inputs, one for the left channel and one for the right channel. So we'll connect those two together. So now if we go out of edit mode, Command E, Control E on Windows and move this along, we should get some sound. So there's two ways we can visualize this sound. The first way is creating a number object. So if we delete this and go to the pit menu and click on number, Command 3, Control 3 on Windows, and we connect these two together, we should be able to see the MIDI note values rising and falling here, all the way up to 127 and all the way back down to 0. Another thing we can do is we can use a graph or an array. So we go up to the pit menu, go all the way down to array, and we're greeted with a properties window here. So we just make note of the name array1, although it does say at the top of the array should do. So we go back into edit mode. Now what we need to do is we need to take the output of this oscillator and make the array come up on, make the sine wave come up on this array. So we'll create another object, call it tabwrite tilde, and then we need to write the name of this array, which is array1, and this is case sensitive. So if we connect these two together, and then the final thing we need to do is create a bang object. So we go back up into the pit menu and click on bang, and we'll just put this here, and then we can connect these two together. And what the tabwrite will do is we'll take the input of the output of the oscillator and show it on here. So now come out of edit mode, put this up and then click this bang object and you'll see the sine wave at the point when I click on the bang. If we go up higher, you'll be able to see the sine wave change. It's like that. Now to make this continuous, we can do something a little bit different. We can go into the pit menu. Actually, we can keep this object, tabwrite array1, and connect these two together. And we can create another object, call this metro100, connect these two together, and then instead of a bang, we use a toggle. And toggle is turning something on or off. A bang is an instantaneous event. So if we click on this, and you can see it's already starting to move continuously, you can see the graph, the array will move. So that's pretty much it for a sine wave oscillator. Next time we're going to be talking about sawtooth wave and square wave oscillators.